Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. 3 out of 3. Can you put me out with an illegal dumping? 3 out of 3. I got a vehicle clean for me. We are going westbound on Darlington. Speed's about 50. Right now I got felony illegal dumping. He sped up towards me, possibly Arkansas Leo, and flame dilute. He had a very large amount of, sorry, am I ready to cut out? He had a very large amount of wood, and I watched him dump it all out of his truck. Felony stop, 2011. Sheriff's office, stop! Sheriff's office, stop! Let me. Nope, going outside.
Okay. My leg.
3 out of 3.
Can I get my keys?
No, hang on right there. Hey, right behind that AutoZone, there's a dumpster, and then just north of the dumpster is a large amount of wood. All that wood came out of that big truck. Felony, I believe, is going to be over 50 cubic square feet. Behind the AutoZone, near that 20, north of the dumpster behind location 1, there's going to be a large amount of wood. Should be everywhere now because he drove all over it. So that's the felony dumping right there. All that wood. Anything on you that's going to stick, prick, or poke me?
Barb still in?
Yeah, I got one right here.
Good for it. Ow, ow.
Tug.
Make sure we start with you.
Do you have a pacemaker or anything like that?
No.
Just heart problems?
Yeah.
What kind of heart problems? Heart attack? When was the last time you had a heart attack?
That's my GPS.
Okay.
That's cool.
I was making sure it wasn't anything medical related. What's your first name?
Larry.
Hey, get out of the car! Nope, get out of that car. Do not touch that car. Is that an ankle monitor?
Yeah.
Alright. You're on probation.
Yeah.
This doesn't look too good for the probation, buddy. Alright, come over here.
Can I get my flip flop for that? Can you give me my flip flop?
No. That's...
Do you want me to seal it or leave it? You're gonna have to get the serial number off his.
Leave it undone. Why?
2 seconds after I leave.
If you wouldn't have left, I wouldn't have saw him. I watched him dump everything. And I'm like, I hop out of my car. I'm like, bro, what are you fucking doing? He's like, let me turn my car off. I'm like, okay. Then he starts going forward. I'm like, don't fucking try, bro. And I put my car in front of him, and then he speeds up towards my car.
As soon as you called out the car and which way they were going, I knew.
So did I. I couldn't remember his name or the address.
Gilpin. It's Larry Gilpin.
That's what it was, like the lawnmower dude.
Yeah.
That's what
As
I thought.
soon as you called out the car and everything, I knew exactly.
Your suspect for the ag assault?
No, that's no, he's the victim for that screw Juliana.
Fire rescue on the way?
I'll see.
I'll put money on it. That's felony illegal dumping. I had one in FTO. That shit was a ton. Like, all the way over the roof. Just stopped to getting hold and then gassed it and let it all slid out. I'm like, no fucking way. Hey. So, I tased a guy and he's got heart problems. Made a couple mentions, not feeling too good about it. So I guess it's kind of out of precaution. If we can just hook him up and check his heart. Yep. All right, hop on out real quick.
Hey, buddy. What heart condition do you have?
I've had 2 strokes.
That's it?
I have an overlarge heart.
Alright, we'll check you out. Can we have you sit here?
I'm looking at the camera because if he came close to me, I'm doing an assault video after I interview him.
So let me understand this correctly. So you see him legal dumping, you get out.
Block him with my car, turn my red and blue lights on, step out, walk towards the car, and say, "Sheriff's office, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, I'm just parking. I'm like, all right, turn the car off and get out. Well, hold on, I'm gonna try to. Speeds up towards me, reverses, speeds up towards me, and then drives away, past me.
Yeah, you're gonna look at your video.
Yeah, that's what I want to see how close. Because then when he left, he sped around the other side of the car, on the opposite side. So I just want to see how close he got.
Where's your wheels? You have insurance?
The strip behind AutoZone.
So when you pulled up, you ran it that way or this way?
This way.
He went in that way
Tried
and
to
tried
open
to
the
go
door and tried pulling through all the way across. And then I drove down on him like, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your hands. And he wouldn't move at all, just bumping a log. As soon as he turned and tried bolting again, I'm like, taser, taser, taser. And then those people started running out and somewhere. So I'm like, tasing him, and then I'm like, don't come towards me, don't come I didn't point directly at him, no, I was low ready. I'm like, don't come towards me. I'm like, because they're like, let me see who you are. I'm like, Sheriff's office, do not come towards me. So I have to call the registered owner here in a second, but I'm going to talk to him first. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yeah.
Did you understand what I just said to you? What did I just read to you?
I'm not right.
Okay, I'll reread them to you. Do you understand English?
Yeah.
Can you read and write?
Yeah.
You can't read and write. So if I spoke to you right now, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so at any point if you are confused, you let me know, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to us now?
No.
You don't want to talk to us? Okay.
So we are going to
Tag's not, or the vehicle's not registered to this address. He doesn't want to speak to me, post Miranda. I'll call, see if I can locate the registered owner and call him.
you already have the tow truck coming?
No, I was going to have him do it for me while I was doing all this, but we paused it for a second.
Who's that tag come back to?
A trailer off of Kilbourne.
Who owns it though? Not him?
Right.
So we'll take that in as evidence. And it's not registered? Or is it expired?
Okay, so this is who the truck belongs to. I'm going to run it in David and see registration and whatnot. So your first involvement with the pursuit?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, I get into them frequently.
Oh yeah?
I don't know how.
Hello, Deputy Reed, the Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
Hello, I just wondered, do you know anything about this truck?
Yeah, it's my brother. He bought it off some woman.
You brought out some woman. What?
Yeah.
Do you know her name?
Huh?
You know her name?
No, this is his truck. He paid for it. He done work for it.
He paid for it.
Yeah,
Do you know it? So it doesn't have a tag. Did he not get it registered, or?
No, he hasn't got it registered. No.
Okay.
I don't know about that, but I know he hasn't.
How long has he had it?
He had about 5 months. Something like
5 months, you said?
that. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What's your? Do you have your ID on you by chance? Can you grab it for me?
I'll just do a good 49 check.
So some lady, do you know where she lives or anything like
She
that?
lives over there off of the Whippoorwill or something.
Whippoorwill?
Yeah, over off by Whippoorwill. You have to think what these sandwiches out.
Thank you.
I had some damn lady pull a damn gun on me the other night.
Where was that?
Over on Darlington over here. Me and some girl, she stopped us down here by the store. And, because I had some brush on the truck. And asked me if I wanted, if I'd done treatment. I said, well, I do a little bit here and there. And I said, lawn maintenance and say. She said, well, can you come down to the house and look at it?
Oh yeah.
So we go down and look at the son of a bitch, and I priced it to her for like $60 at first, and then she
Are you
goes,
living here?
yeah. And she goes, well, I can't afford that. So and she had 2 kids. She said she was a single parent. I
Yeah.
said, well, I went down to Florida.
Fine.
Well, next thing I know, she says, I got, me and this lady is helping me. We turned it in, and she says, I got to go to the ATM. I said, well, there's an ATM right down here at the store.
Okay.
She said she didn't want to pay the $4.
Oh man.
She said she didn't want to pay the $4
Yeah.
she wanted to go to the bank up there.
Okay.
At the Grove Financial. I said, okay.
Right.
So I said, I'm thinking, well, it's going to be a few minutes. So I'm still working on the mirror and crud.
Mhm.
Next thing I know, she don't come back. And I'm sitting there in dollars. So we come home
Yeah.
and wait on her. Oh, hell, I did. I had to go back 3 times just for her to be there.
Yeah.
Well, when I went back the 3rd time, I peck on the door like that.
Yeah.
And she, she wouldn't answer. So I pecked a little bit louder.
Okay.
And then she goes, don't be beating on my door. And I was beating on the door. And she comes out there and she sends $10 out there with the child. And says, here, this is what my mom said to me out there. I said, no, you can't tell your mom, I don't want that dinner. She owed me $40. Well, she come back out there. Or she didn't come out there yet. I said, and as he's going back there, I said, I'll dump the stuff back in her yard. Because I couldn't afford to pay her dump for $10 because it was a big one. I had a bunch of shit on it.
Yeah.
I said, I can't. I said, I'll have to put it back out in the yard. She come out there with a goddamn gun now and said, you're not putting nothing back down in my yard. As soon as at first she said she wasn't going to pay me until I picked it up because I left a little bit out there by the mailbox because I didn't want to put it on the truck.
Yeah. Where'd that stuff end up?
Huh?
Where'd that stuff end up? The stuff that you were dumping, where did it end up? Did you dump it?
No, I put it in my truck. It's still on it.
It's the stuff in the truck. That truck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I go to Tarpon.
Nah.
See, I've got receipts in my truck for where I know.
Can I get a good phone number for you?
Me?
Yeah.
727.
Are you working at the moment?
Pardon?
Do you work at the moment? Do you have a job?
No, I just do this for every once in a while.
Okay.
I don't.
Alright. I gotta run in my car and look up some stuff.
I've been having a lot of problems because this truck right here is green like mine. And Larry has got a lot of complaints about
This truck?
yeah, about,
What is
about,
that?
about a green truck.
Why? What kind of complaints?
Like said scamming and shit like that.
Okay.
And he's a child, and they said he's a child molester. He's not a child molester. The girl, our state is a predator and stuff. He got a sexual offense against him because some damn girl was 15 years old back 25 years ago.
Okay.
And she was a hooker here down her own office. And she come to his house and sat on top of him and with a half a gallon of whiskey, and her mom had a crush on Larry, like Larry.
Yeah.
And she found out her daughter fucking, and she called the fucking police about it. But her daughter's a fucking hooker, was a hooker.
Yeah.
And but the judge said you're 38 years old, son. She's only 15. You should know
Okay.
that. But see,
All right.
the girls back then, I mean, they look like 18.
Okay. We're gonna be hanging out a second till we figure out what's going on with this car.
Yeah.
Don't touch it or anything right now, okay?
I won't. I just want to shut the light
No,
off.
no, no. Just leave them on for now. All right. So we'll be hanging out. I gotta run to my car and
Well,
look
I'm
up some
going
stuff.
back to bed.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night.